You can't really see where I'm at. Trout Hollow would be just out of sight. Well, you could see it if it was foggy. Whew, it's foggy. This just now got foggy. Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Going to do one cast today. It's Tuesday, the 6th of August. They are running 4 units full, 199 megawatts. Lots of water. I'm going to try to set it up here where I can fish this inside bank. I have a 3/32 ounce sculpin and ginger jig with 4-pound line. Water on this side's quite a bit slower than even the water I'm sitting in. There are a lot of down trees along this bank, so I brought a couple rods and a couple extra jigs. Hopefully my lens isn't fogging up because my glasses sure are. Okay, first cast, I'm going to take a big chance. Throw in between these 2 trees. Could get snagged up on the first cast. I think I'm done with the first cast. I'm not going to catch anything. Fishing has been tough today for almost, well, not almost, a lot of people. I got to take these off. I got out and fished a little bit, well, about an hour and a half this morning. I didn't even start the motor. I just took the trolling motor and went out the middle of the lake and then worked my way up. I was throwing a 32 ounce black jig. Two-pound line. And I got up short of the first dock on the bluff. Actually, Dwayne had a trip this morning. He had 4 people in his boat, and he was fishing the pink worm under a float right there, and they were catching fish fairly good. It's tough off our dock. Not sure why. It just has not been good off our dock all summer long. For most people, you know, there are a few, like Dan Sawyer's, that he knows how to catch fish. He uses those salmon eggs and 2-pound line, and he's real patient. I wore this sweatshirt because it was cold. Wasn't going to. There's one surface below me. I know there's fish here. I caught 2 or 3 of the rainbows and one really pretty nice brown. That was it. I wrote a fishing report this morning and posted it. Talked about the importance of that 2-pound line with the water off. Talked a little bit about the pink worm. And I did post the report on my forum, ozarkanglers.com. And Bill Babler, one of our guides, added to the post, put a picture up of a pink worm, and now he hooks it. So he expounded on the pink worm. Of course, he and Dwayne and Steve and all the others, they use that pink worm about every day, so they know what they're talking about. I was going to go up in the trophy area and fish this evening, but that fog, it rolled in quick. I didn't want to fight it. It just takes so long to go any place when it gets foggy. Okay, I'm going to start working this pretty slow. I'm probably going to end up losing my jig, but I think I'm working it too fast and letting it get down far enough. You get it down too far, of course you're in the wood, but I was right. Ooh. Ah. About cut my hand. Okay. This other rod. This is the one last night that I had trouble throwing, so there's not a lot of line on it, but that's okay. Ooh, there's a tree right there. With the fog, you can't see into the water hardly at all, but that one was easy to see. And I was going to drift something. I was going to go up and drift a scud, actually. But Dwayne said that Steve Dickey came in after a 2-hour trip a little bit ago and said that he went up and was drifting a scud and had not caught a fish. So this is a nice little pocket here. There's not a lot of current. Should find a fish here. I predicted the snag. Maybe I can predict a fish. Blake was fishing yesterday morning with some people, and he was fishing up by Trout Hollow, and he said Frank swam under their boat. He said he was high enough in the water and close enough. Of course, it swam directly underneath him. He got a really good look at him. He said it was Frank. And I guess they had time to throw a night crawler or two at him, and he just thumbed his nose at the night crawlers and swam on. Of course, he was caught above Trout Hollow. And this was in the morning when the water was off, so. Yeah, I thought I'd get bit along this bank. Oh boy. There's a horsefly bugging Jackson. He hates horseflies. I think it has something to do with it just having one eye. You can't see it very well. What's wrong, Jack? Jackson. Trying to keep it close to the bottom. I think that's where it's at. It's not helping. Oop, maybe bottom. I'm not reeling much at all. I'm just trying to keep it on the bottom and just kind of hopping it. I'm letting the boat get away from the bank a little bit too. It is really, really hard to see the line, this fog. Pretty much going by feel. Almost in the middle of the lake now. Might be a pretty sunset. It's gotten cloudy. There's a chance of rain here next couple, 3 days. Yeah, help the fish a little bit. I know you can't see it because there's a GoPro, but there's a heron over there on the bank. He just caught a trout, and he's right on the bank. Oh, I just missed one. That was a fish. Ooh. So there's at least one trout that was hugging the bank. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not even hardly reeling. I'm just kind of jigging it, and hopefully, I know I'm close to the bottom. But that was a fish. I just missed him. I kind of overestimated the temperature out here. The fog is really not, it's not cold, and I'm getting really sweaty. I'll take the boat a little bit closer to the bank. Just fish the bank all the way down to the dock. I'm right at the pump house now. It's a little too close. Get down a little bit. Okay. There we go. All right, fish. I think the water's dropping. Can't really see the bank. It sure has slowed down. So fish ought to be getting active. Saw a little rise in there. Right there. Got a couple more casts. That's it. There's another rise in there. See, when that water starts to drop, those fish start feeding on midges, or I should say the midges start to hatch. That's why I say they start becoming active when that water starts dropping, because one of their food sources at least starts to move. My last cast, just about to the dock. Look on the bottom. Okay. Wish I could have caught something. I think I had one bite, maybe two. See you tomorrow. Thanks.